Terraceland released in 2024 and within a month was a barren wasteland. Throne and Liberty released in 2024 after flopping in Korea, with NCSoft claiming it was up to the global version to save it. Evidently, NCSoft put their faith in the wrong game. Grand Saga released in 2024 and in less than 3 months confirmed that they were shutting down. Brighter Shores released in 2024 and, well, I'll let the Steam numbers here show you exactly how well it ultimately ended up doing. Corepunk released and did about as well as any early access MMO has done. Spoiler alert, it's dead. Odin Valhalla Rising just released, and honestly, it's doing pretty well as a mobile MMO, but in terms of PC reception, yeah, it's dead. But I feel like it's probably the only MMO release in the last year that's maintaining, albeit a mobile exclusive audience at this juncture, but I mean, you know what, that's honestly better than nothing. And then we had the Cube game that just revealed a trailer, and man, it looked freaking wild, but it is very far from being available. So what do we have to look forward to in 2025? Let's go ahead and take a look. BitCraft is a sandbox MMORPG developed by Clockwork Labs, set in a single, massive, procedurally generated world. It emphasizes cooperative gameplay, focusing on crafting, farming, hunting, city building, and social strategy over traditional combat. Players can shape the world, build settlements, and form empires with a deep skill system that progresses through practice, allowing flexible character development without fixed classes. The game blends survival, RPG, and strategy elements, encouraging community-driven economies and exploration of ancient ruins. BitCraft will release onto Steam in early access on June 20, 2025, with a planned free-to-play full release in the future, though no specific date for the full version has been confirmed. Blue Protocol Star Resonance is a free-to-play MMORPG developed by Shanghai Bokuda Network Technology and published by A+ Japan, reimagining Bandai Namco's Blue Protocol. Set in the anime-inspired world of Ragnas, it features a vibrant open world with exploration, quests, dungeons, and raids. Players can customize characters and engage in activities like fishing, crafting, and guild events with cross-platform play across PC, Android, and iOS. Combat is fast-paced and action-oriented with a flexible class system, allowing players to switch roles at any point in time. A global launch is slated for 2025 with an estimated release around October, following beta tests in China. No exact date is confirmed, but pre-registration is open for those of you that are interested. Chrono Odyssey is an upcoming next-gen fantasy MMORPG developed by Chrono Studio and published by Cacao Games, set in the open world of Cetera. Powered by Unreal Engine 5, it features a seamless, ever-changing world with dynamic weather, diverse biomes, and time manipulation mechanics via the Chronotector artifact. Players explore a narrative-driven universe, battling the void and uncovering mysteries across timelines with activities like crafting, trading, and large-scale multiplayer events. Combat is action-based, emphasizing real-time weapon switching. Each of the 6 classes have 2 different weapons equipped at any given time, and time manipulation abilities like stopping or rewinding time. It blends precise dodging, blocking, and countering with dungeon and raid content plus PvP modes. Chrono Odyssey is slated for a 4th quarter 2025 global launch onto PC, PS5, and Xbox Series XS, following a closed beta in June 2025. Dune Awakening is an open-world survival MMORPG developed by Funcom, set in an alternate Dune universe where Paul Atreides was never born, leading to a war between House Atreides and Harkonnen on Arrakis. Players start as a prisoner tasked with uncovering the Freeman's disappearance, engaging in survival, crafting, base building, and political intrigue in a dynamic sandstorm-altered world. Combat is action-oriented, combining melee, swords, knives, guns, vehicular, and abilities from great schools. It'll be launching onto PC via Steam on June 10, 2025, with early access for Deluxe and Ultimate Edition buyers starting June 5th, 2025. PS5 and Xbox Series XS versions are planned for a later unspecified date. Before we go any further, I do want to take a moment here to thank all of my incredible patrons over on Patreon and my YouTube channel members who allow for me to continue to do dedicated videos like this every single day. You guys are absolutely phenomenal, and I genuinely cannot thank you all enough for the support. Pioneer is an open-world MMORPG and first-person shooter developed by GFA Games, set on a post-apocalyptic Soviet-era island isolated by a technogenic anomaly. Players act as a former operative exploring a 50-square-kilometer world filled with abandoned settlements, secret labs, mutants, and anomalies, focusing on survival, crafting, and faction-driven quests. The game blends Stalker-inspired atmosphere with deep lore, emphasizing exploration and player-driven storytelling. Combat is fast-paced and action-oriented, featuring a mix of PvE and PvP. PvE includes battles against mutants and bosses and story-driven quests or raids, while PvP occurs in designated Shadowland zones with high-stakes extraction mechanics, offering better loot but risk of loss. Pioneer is planned for a 2025 release onto PC via Steam, with PS5 and Xbox Series XS versions to follow. A closed beta did begin in November 2024, with an open beta expected before launch, though no specific date is confirmed. The game follows a buy-to-play model, which sounds like a disaster waiting to happen, honestly. MRSSTIX does have a dedicated video coming on Pioneer for those of you that are interested. They did hold a very small test phase literally in the last 24 hours as of the 7th of June 2025. Sword of Justice is a free-to-play open-world wuxia MMORPG developed by Zhurong Studio and published by NetEase Games, set in the northern Song dynasty of 12th century China. It immerses players in a visually stunning world with dynamic weather, ray-traced graphics, and AI-powered NPCs that have unique personalities and memories, enhancing exploration and social interactions. The game emphasizes freedom, offering over 100 hours of solo content, cooperative raids, social systems like guilds, mentorships, and romantic bonds, all in a non-pay-to-win environment with progression tied to gameplay. Although we all know that's pretty much bullshit. Combat is cinematic and action-driven, featuring seamless 360-degree perspective switching and over 300 skill combinations across 6 different professions. No exact global release date is confirmed, but pre-registration is open for PC, iOS, and Android, with a planned launch in 2025 following its massive success in China. Finally, Where Winds Meet is an open-world wuxia action-adventure MMORPG developed by Everstone Studio and published by NetEase, set in China's 5 Dynasties and 10 Kingdoms era. Players embody a young swordmaster navigating a 20-square-kilometer world, engaging in a narrative-driven journey to uncover their identity. The game features rich exploration, over 150 hours of solo content, and cooperative multiplayer modes, with activities like crafting, building, social interactions, including non-combat tasks like Chinese chess and music. Combat is fluid and wuxia inspired, blending realistic and fantastical martial arts. Players can wield diverse weapons like swords, spears, dual blades, glaives, fans, umbrellas, and use mystical skills like tai chi, acupuncture, or lion's roar to counter enemies. Combat emphasizes fast-paced strikes, parries, dodges, and environmental interactions, for example, running on water or using waterfalls to break walls. The game was launched in China on PC on December 27, 2024, and mobile on January 9, 2025. Global release for iOS and Android is planned for 2025, with PC and PS5 versions expected in the first quarter of 2026 at the latest. A global closed beta did run from May 16 through May 19, 2025. MRSSTIX did participate in that beta test as well, and she has a dedicated video uploaded to this channel for those of you that are interested in seeing what the game has to offer. And that is every MMO confirmed for release in 2025. There honestly aren't a whole lot, and I'm sure there'll be plenty of beta tests between 2025 and 2026, but this right here, this is, at the very least right now, what we have to look forward to. I know you think that you just hit the end of the video, and technically, yeah, you have. And I know your first reaction is to close out of it at this juncture, but don't. No, instead, I urge you to take a moment here and click one of the videos on screen that are coming up in just a moment, so you remain up to date with everything going on in the gacha genre. Trust me, you're not going to regret doing so. Stay flaccid.